What's up, guys? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, and this seat just seems to be filled by somebody else every week.
I'm Matt.
Sure, why not? He's Matt. It's gonna be a great show. We talk a big game, but tonight I guess we're putting all the cards on the table, right? We can make it better. We are nerds. We know what's good, but we're gonna prove it. We're gonna prove it tonight as we introduce Take Two, where we take, it could be a good movie, it could just be an older movie, and we recast it and replot it for today's audiences. But we'll get into that in just a second. To my left, we've got Cora over here.
Hello.
You ready to play D&D this Saturday?
I am. I hope that you guys enjoy my game.
24 hours. It's going to be
25 hours because Sunday is daylight savings time.
They tricked us.
So we will actually be playing for 25 hours of D&D and probably other games because I don't think my campaign can run 24 hours straight.
Oh, we'll see. Of course, on the far end over there, Mr. BC, man, I went to see Thor Ragnarok with.
Yeah, buddy, we didn't see Thor. I still got the damn Hulk t-shirt on because Hulk is awesome. Gotta love it.
Shirt.
Got that champ. I did wash that shirt. You shut your mouth, man. You know what I mean? Come on now.
But it
you know,
smells
I'll always
weird.
be washing. You know what
I can smell weird
super
things.
Clean, dog. But I am the UGF champ. I'm defending my title tomorrow against Double LP live at Nirvana when UGF presents WWE 2K18 King of the Ring. Come check us out. Hit me up at RealJackSBC, RealJackAssBC.
Good luck, champ.
Hey, look at it over there. It's the commish. The commish. He likes to stack the deck against me.
I'm not stacking anything against you.
You tried to stack the deck against me.
But taking this spot over here, we have Matt. Matt's gotten some sun and some freckles. No. Our buddy LA from Dweeb Factory, the Force Talk podcast every Friday.
That's right. I am from WTF What the Force podcast, as well as Dweeb Factory, affiliated to Cinelinks.com. I even plug for you guys right now. I'm glad to be here on the show and ready to talk about the movie that I really believe deserves a chance. Again.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Yeah. Always here for you.
And of course, we're going to board over there. We've got Mr. Rob Entropy. Rob's my favorite person tonight. Did he put the camera on himself? Did you put the camera on yourself? You didn't?
Mother Rob.
Rob found my crack.
So what would happen if I just like spiked it into the ground?
Never hit anybody's crack.
You have to die.
You don't touch anyone's crack.
I mean, it'd be quick. In my rage.
I craved sleep.
So anyway, guys.
And sitting over there hosting the show is Jason, the Xenogeneric.
It's dead! He failed! It's dead! It dies because you failed to do it. I don't know. I'm making that rule up now. I'm the commissioner, damn it.
Xenogeneric. I don't know what that word means, but it's an X word.
That means I'm really, really old, okay?
Then it works perfectly!
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I totally just looked. I was like, shit, I need an X word. That was the first thing that popped up.
I honestly don't know which age that is. I think that's 100. I'm not Wolverine.
How do you know?
You like to pretend you are.
If I had claws, it would be bad.
I mean,
anyway, we got to get on with this because we got, and even Matt has pre-taped one and sent it into us. It's really funny because I shoot him with a Nerf gun sometimes.
Jose in the chat says, "LA, get off your phone." Thanks, Jose.
Thanks,
I
Jose.
appreciate that so much.
Facebook?
I was texting you.
Facebook.
Okay.
Jerk.
Anyway, guys, we're going to get this on, but first we got to talk about some super cool nerd news.
World Nerd News is powered by Cinelinks. Cinelinks.com, your one-stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinks. This last week was the Paris Games Week 2017, and on Monday, PlayStation put on quite a presentation, during which they released brand new trailers for multiple games. These games included God of War, The Last of Us Part 2, Spider-Man, which is going to make me buy a PlayStation for the first time ever, and Ghost of... Oh, that's a word that I just don't even... I'm not even going to try that one. Ghost of Tsushima, which Matt found super impressive. So, those sound awesome. Spider-Man. That guy. Yeah. After months or years-ish we have finally got our first bit of movement on Shazam. And when I say first bit of movement, I mean the floodgates opened. THR reported earlier this week that Zachary Levi has been cast as Shazam because he's about the same size as The Rock's left calf. DC's comic book adaptation of the title character Shazam speculation has been running wild on who was going to play Shazam. David F. Sandberg, the director, had met with John Cena, but unfortunately he could not see him. Really? Nothing?
No.
God.
No. We don't reward that.
Well, according to the Wrap, it looks like Mark Strong is in talks to go head-to-head with Levi as the film's villain, Dr. Sivana. And not to be outdone, Variety hit the internet today with the director's co-star or star of Annabelle Creation, Grace Fulton. She will be playing a friend of Billy Batson, who is Shazam's alter ego. No release date has been set for Shazam, but it has been said that New Line is eyeing February for the start of production in Toronto. Queen Bee is official. In the worst kept secret in casting, Disney announced the full cast list for Jon Favreau's live action Lion King, and Beyonce is officially cast as Nala. The full cast list now includes Donald Glover as Simba, Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen as Timon and Pumbaa, John Oliver as Zazu, Chiwetel Ejiofor as Scar, Alfre Woodard as Simba's mother Sarabi, John Kanai as the wise baboon Rafiki, and James Earl Jones reprising his role as Mufasa. Unfortunately, we also got the cast for Scar's hyena trio, and it is not the New Day, which does not rock. Last night's Mets Astros won Game 7 in the World Series. Shout out to Evan Gaddis, who graduated with me back in 2004 from Bishop Lynch High School, and also to the shortest baseball player I've ever seen, but the dude with the coolest name, Altuve! But that's not what's important. What is important is that we got a brand new Star Wars The Last Jedi TV spot. I didn't watch it, but I'm pretty sure these guys did, and I bet they'll tell you all about it. And that's not all the Star Wars news, because earlier this week, on the latest episode of Star Wars News Net's The Resistance broadcast, a claim by an inside source of theirs says that Ron Howard reshot nearly all of Solo, A Star Wars Story, and for possibly twice the budget. The report estimated that 80% or more of the Star Wars story was reshot by Howard after he took over from Lord and Miller. Tyrese is at it again, this time threatening to walk from Fast 9 if The Rock is still a part of the cast.
I'm sorry.
It turns out this is true, guys. This is serious. Okay, this was on his actual Instagram, because it turns out he's still angry over the fact that The Rock and Jason Statham's spinoff is coming out before Fast 9, which prompted the studio to push back the 9th Fast and Furious installment. Reality check, Tyrese. No one cares if Roman Pierce is in Fast and Furious. We care more about The Rock, even if he does have a dumb tattoo. He is the #1 action star today. Studios are not going to side with you over him. Speaking of pieces of shit, Brett Ratner is the latest to be accused by multiple women, including Olivia Munn, of sexual harassment in Hollywood. Ratner has made a statement that he was stepping away to take time to work on his issues. Surprisingly, he got ahead of the studio, saying that they were cutting ties with Ratner. Believe who you will, the studio. But the Rat Pack makes up for one of the largest distribution companies in WB. So what happens next is anyone's guess. But the good news is that these predators are finally being outed and dealt with. And as far as predators go, Shane Black's The Predator is on its way. And now we have our first bit of plot news. Speaking with Shadow Nation on Den of Geek, Thomas Jane, who stars in Shane Black's sequel to the original Predator, Jane said, "We play these veterans from like Afghanistan, Iraq, the Iraq War, or whatever, but we're all effing crazy. So we go to the VA hospital to get our meds. We're all shell-shocked, PTSD shoulders. We're at the VA hospital and we're going into group therapy, and of course, somebody flips out. This is all backstory. I don't think we really see this. Somebody flips out and we all get arrested and thrown into a bus to go down to the hospital, and they throw this other guy on the bus too. And he's the guy they've actually marked to kill because he's seen a UFO. He's seen the Predator ships come down, and they lock him up and throw him in with us lunatics. They're going to take the bus, drive it down to a ditch, and shoot us all, and just to get rid of this one guy. But of course, we take the bus over, and we're all like, F that, man. Let's go kill these effing Predators ourselves. And we're just crazy enough to believe that this guy really did see a UFO, and there's these aliens out there. So that's kind of cool. The Predator is set for release on August 3rd, 2018, the day before my next birthday. Along with Thomas Jane, the film stars Boyd Holbrook, Trevante Rhodes, Jacob Tremblay, Olivia Munn, Keegan-Michael Key, Sterling K. Brown, Yvonne Strahovski, Alfie Allen, and Edward James Olmos. For all these stories and more, make sure you check out Cinelinks.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more.
Wow.
That was a lot.
Couple things there.
Just a few.
Let's start with a good one. New Star Wars spot, which it's kind of amazing that they ran that on Game 7. Like
what were you gonna do if the Rockets won Game 6?
Kind of things were fixed. Anyway, I have learned also from that. There's a lot to take in from that trailer, actually, like who Rey was talking to, and also I learned that I can wake my whole house up by yelling, "Look up the Falcon! Look up the Falcon!" So
yeah, I can see that happening.
I'm not going to spoil anything for you. It's good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Anyway, we're good. Right. But good TV spot. It's time to start running those. I'd almost lost some Star Wars hype. 42 days left. 42 days. I don't know the minutes and hours.
I've not lost any hype from this movie. I cannot wait for this.
So yeah, I mean, run some more TV spots like that. I'd be more than happy to look at those.
I'm not happy looking at it. I don't want to see anything else. They already got me. They already
got to get 43 more days.
You have a lot of time left.
Well, I know. Like I said though, the only trailer for this movie could be Mickey taking a shit on a freaking Star Destroyer, and I would have been like, yeah, Star Wars, I'm in. Fuck it.
But it has porgs.
Exactly. We have a big barbecue.
Don't you love porgs?
Stop trying to eat the porgs.
To be fair, porgs does sound like something that you get at McDonald's.
Thank you.
The new 5-piece pork McSpecial.
Y'all know that Szechuan
the McPorg.
The McPorg.
Number 8.
With barbecue sauce.
You can all go to hell. I'll go to hell and die.
So Tyrese is stupid.
Dude, hold up. Does the guy that thinks going, woo, will get him cast in this movie? Are we really? What's Kevin Hart doing? Can we get Kevin Hart to woo for us? Can he woo? We got to cover.
You know what would be funny? If they did recast him with Kevin Hart. That'd be hilarious.
Can that happen?
Here's what happens. Don't put him in the movie and have everybody say woo at some point in the movie. Like Michelle Rodriguez is getting out the shower. Woo! Just at random times.
Well, they've already recast because Ja Rule didn't want to keep doing the movies, so they said, "Hey, Ludacris, what you doing?"
Well, those different characters.
And I'll look at Ludacris.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's not the same person. Okay.
Hey, Ludacris is talented. Okay, Ja Rule is
not.
When he talks like this.
Who would I be without my baby? Murder. What? Those things don't go together.
Apparently, and they didn't even ask him back for Transformers, so, your options are limited these days, brother. Yeah. I'm just saying.
He wants to be real hungry.
I think he still wants to be Green Lantern, too, which that campaign didn't go anywhere.
No.
He tried really hard.
He tried really hard for Green Lantern.
No.
Look, he's mad because The Rock is in everything. Because The Rock has work ethic that he does not have.
And a personality.
Yeah, exactly. Can't be baby boy in every film, Tyrese. Sorry. Can't be baby boy in every movie.
So let's just in awe of the cast of The Lion King.
It's really good. It is almost pitch perfect.
I cannot wait.
John Oliver as Zazu.
I want
Don
Seth
Glover as Simba.
Rogen to sing Hakuna Matata.
Oh God, him as Pumbaa. Like, could you pick a better person?
No.
Could you possibly?
Matt came over the other day and we started singing Hakuna Matata just at random. And yes, John Oliver as Zazu.
That's perfect. Perfect.
I was really surprised at James Earl Jones being Mufasa. That was a surprise.
I was shocked. Shocked to the system.
Absolute shock.
No, who else was gonna play Mufasa?
You can see the people in the writers' room be like, who we gonna get to play Mufasa?
And then somebody just throws an iron at their head. Who do you think is gonna play Mufasa?
Idris Elba.
No, Idris Elba would have needed to be Scar.
Yeah, I could have seen him as Scar. I could definitely seen him as Scar.
Ooh, that would have been a good choice.
But yeah, this like I can see everything like James Earl's still alive, right? Yeah, let's call him up. Let's call him up. Let's go ahead and
Because
make him
it's just you can't do any better than that.
He called him. He was like,
He is Mufasa.
he is Mufasa. Mufasa, we need you to play Mufasa real quick.
I mean, I keep looking at this image of just. Even my wife was looking at it. She was like, I just love Alfred Woodard. So who does not love Alfred Woodard? How can you not love... Why are you looking like you hate Alfred Woodard?
Did you watch Luke Cage? Did you see the second half of that bitch?
Yes, but she was good.
She's still good in that show.
She was great as a bad guy.
It's not her fault that they wrote that thing so bad. That the second half of that so bad.
Carry on.
She did.
I
she did as good as she
am
could.
I am a little disappointed.
I'm just happy Eric.
I really am a little disappointed that the New Day didn't get the hyenas.
Oh, that would have been so great.
That would have been so perfect.
Wow,
But Keegan Michael Key, I mean, okay, cool.
Like, they still had good choices for their casting.
I think.
But
I
we
think
can
it's
still
gonna
be
work
bitter.
It's
Just slightly.
It's going to be great.
out. I think
It is.
I am
That's a good cast,
looking-
man. That's almost a solid proof cast.
What's worrying me is we're starting to get backlash on these Disney movies. I'm starting to see a little bit of backlash. Well, Beauty and the Beast was just the exact same thing as the cartoon.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, but it was still really effing good.
What difference
Well, I
are you
think
going to make to Beauty and the
It
Beast,
could be an
though?
argument for what we're doing tonight. We're remaking. We're
Yeah, I know. It's just I don't want to see that become, well, these Disney remakes are popular now, so now we're going to start bashing on them. That's what I don't want. Like that internet mentality
that
that
happens
we're
with
just going to
everything,
start doing.
What were you about to say about Lion King?
Oh, I was going to say I'm excited for a trailer.
Oh yeah,
I heard that.
I think the first trailer is just going to have us all. I mean, please start it out with the.
Oh, of course they will.
And,
Of course they will.
What I would like to see is something like that, or like if they incorporate some of the musical. Like, 'cause I really think they should incorporate some of the songs from the musical because, oh my god, those songs are great. If they,
you get more songs in the musical, don't you?
you do, you get a lot more songs.
I don't think they will.
on that, I will say that I know that I'm pretty sure that the reason they want Beyonce in there so much is because she's going to be writing new music too. There's going to be a bunch of new songs from her in there as well.
I don't know.
That's my only reservation about having her in there. And as far as the trailer goes, at D23 they showed the opening scene.
Oh, did they?
Not completely finished, but for the most part, the entire Circle of Life segment. And they said it was effing amazing. Everyone that saw it, we didn't get to see it because we applied for press and Disney said, "F you."
Hey, we still want to get in. Shut the.
Well, see, that is something I didn't get to see, so it doesn't count.
Nobody saw it, so I want to.
I'm excited for a trailer, and I want to see if they go with the Circle of Life from the movie or from the musical, because both are very well known.
They'll probably go movie.
And like
sure they'll go movie.
And like again with the musical, some of the musical songs being in The Lion King, they picked some of the songs from the musical in Beauty and the Beast and put them in there.
Yeah, and they had a couple like completely new ones too. Did they not? I've never seen the musical, so I don't know.
No,
but was Evermore in the musical?
I believe so. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've seen it, but I do believe so.
Okay.
Please don't kill me, musical nerds. I just haven't seen it in a while. Please don't hate me.
Vicious.
I know they are. I'm one of them.
Predator sounds like an overbooked match. I'm sorry.
Predator sounds ridiculous.
What the hell?
Maybe it's just the guy who was explaining it, but that whole thing.
Thomas Jane, yeah.
He sounds that whole thing sounds really bad. Like it sounds like a bad setup.
No, I'm excited for it because I like Shane Black. I think Shane Black's going to work really well. I think his humor's going to work really well. He was in the original. You know, he was a writer on the original. I think he has a good grip on this world, and I think it will do well. Again, anything about Predator and the fact that they're like predators. Like there's multiple ones. There's a lot of predators.
I don't think the movie necessarily is bad. I just think the way Thomas Jane explained how it's set up is really bad.
It was very broy.
Yeah, he's like, we're all in the truck and we're all crazy, and then this one guy's extra crazy, and we're like, we're crazy, you're extra crazy. Let's just go do the crazy thing you want to do. That's the way it came out. And I was like,
I'm just waiting for the first moment I hear the Predator sound and my butthole just kind of puckers a little bit. Because I do kind of, I hate that sound. I hate that sound. Anyway. So, okay, last bit was Shazam.
That is the worst
Chuck?
casting.
Really, Chuck?
I don't get it. Okay, but now I'm starting to hear that Shazam might not be part of the DCEU.
They've been talking about that.
But Black Adam will be a part of the DC.
Which doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, because this Shazam is going to be separate from The Rock's Black Adam, apparently.
None of it makes sense.
They're losing me.
I know. I do not.
Why is Black Adam getting his own movie? Why do we need?
Because you have The Rock. But here's my idea. Why didn't you go The Rock as Black Adam and Shazam and then cast another Billy Batson?
You know what's crazy is that The Rock did a movie like this already. It's called Scorpion King, where they tried to make a spinoff of a villain that nobody needed.
Yeah, but the Scorpion King Rock was a much different Rock than we have now.
But the premise is the same. It's like we're getting a villain. We're trying to learn his Egyptian origins before he becomes the bad guy. And then he's not going to be included with the good guy in the first place?
I think they're trying to do with Black Adam what Sony's trying to do with Venom.
Which is also retarded.
I agree.
The whole reason Venom is because of Spider-Man.
Exactly. But see...
I have no faith in that.
And we're going to go off into a tangent on this, but I'm just like...
Well, we got
Tom Hardy. I'm in. I don't care. Anyway, you're right. Yeah, we do. We do need to move on.
We are doing Take Two, which we should probably develop like an intro for, because we're doing this a couple times. Maybe next time we're going to do it more involved, maybe as a singular video. Just we recast the movie because we got plenty of ideas.
Oh yeah, I can't believe I got this done as quick as because I did.
You picked a really good one.
I did because and I didn't pick a bad movie. I'm redoing a good movie, which a lot of people are probably gonna get mad at me for.
Could be.
We'll see.
But because I recasted Police Academy on It Is What It Is,
and that's what got me hooked.
Yeah, and I spent over a year working on that cast of who I wanted where, and it went through a lot of different. And now I'm working on something that is going to be even more sacrilegious, and it's going to take a long time to do.
We need to go sit somewhere, have some drinks, and some tablets of paper, and recast it properly. We pick one, and we all go down the list and recast it.
Yeah.
I think
but I like the idea of us doing this way tonight too.
So we've all got choices. LA, you are the guest. You want to go first?
Sure. It's actually very funny that we brought up the Tom Hardy Venom movie because the movie that I would like to remake is Spider-Man 3.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, do tell.
Thank you.
The man that just finally admitted that Spider-Man 3 wasn't a great movie.
You shut your mouth. Can't recast that shit.
He came to his senses.
Let me get there.
No, he came to grips. He just finally accepted it.
So, if you don't know, Spider-Man 3 broke the trilogy because they did a lot of things fundamentally wrong with that movie. For one, they made the Venom suit, instead of turning Peter into an angry sociopath,
made him emo.
They made him emo, and apparently he was Dance Dance Fever as well for whatever reason. That scene, I remember being in the movie theater and seeing that scene of him dancing.
Have you seen the video where they take the music out and they have real responses to him? It has all the people making voices. It's so bad.
Like it's that, so I remember seeing that scene. That was one of the first times as a viewer of me watching something that was like, I might get up in the room. So, what I'm gonna do with Spider-Man is I'm gonna go ahead, since we already have the perfect Spider-Man, he's gonna get recasted as Tom Holland. I know it looks weird because the other two movies will have somebody different, but that's fine. Sony changes people all the time, so that's not gonna be a big deal. So Tom Holland as our Spider-Man. We're gonna have, and you're gonna love this, as our Venom is gonna be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah. If Batista can pull off Drax the Destroyer, Brock Lesnar can pull off Eddie Brock. Okay?
Huh. I mean, his name is Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
All right.
Eddie Brock Lesnar.
He has the physique. He doesn't need a whole lot of dialogue as Brock. All he has to do is be an angry photographer. That's really all he has to be. Mm-hmm. And the Venom would take over the rest. He won't have to talk a whole lot. He's going to be talking in third person a lot, which as a wrestler...
Your voice actor's coming in now.
Oh my God, that made me so mad when they did not do that on 3.
Yeah. I mean, like, him talking in third person. Mm-hmm. That was one of the best things about Venom because it made you realize that he was insane. Speaking of insane, we're cutting out Sandman because that was a dumb thing to do in the first place.
Everybody says cut out Sandman.
All right. Instead of, we're going to put in Carnage. All right. So we're redoing the whole. So basically, first act is Peter and the symbiote getting attached. Second act is Venom. Third act is you think you get Venom put away. Turns out he actually ends up creating Carnage. And he has to now fight both of these things. Who I would cast as Carnage is Cameron Monaghan. I I can never say his last name. He's the guy who's in Shameless. He played in Gotham. He played the Joker.
Yeah, the one that everyone says should be.
All right.
Oh,
yeah. So if he gets in the gym, works out a little bit. He's already got the physique. He's got the red hair already. And you play out that iconic scene in the prison where you have Eddie Brock going through, and the Venom suit gets attached to
Spawns.
Spawns, yeah. It gets on top of Cletus Cassidy and turns into Carnage, and you would have this fantastical end scene of Spider-Man and Venom and Carnage all fighting together. And you could actually have a fourth movie with Anti-Venom. Just have that come out. But that's my remake. It deserves to be remade. I needed to see it happen, and instead I'm getting a Tom Hardy standalone Venom movie instead of Spider-Man.
You sound bitter about it.
It's just how does Venom become Venom? Like, the whole reason
I know, yeah, I don't get it either.
That he's Venom in the first place is because the reason the symbiote has the spider powers is because it attached itself to Peter Parker.
Oscorp creates it.
Look, I don't know how they're going to pull that off, and
But they got rid of that whole idea of Oscorp creating the villains. That got cut out when Marvel took creative rights.
Yeah.
So what are they going to go back to Oscorp again and reintroduce all those characters again? Now, I don't doubt in Homecoming 2 that we'll probably get probably a Osborn character introduced, but I don't want it to be the villains come from Osborn. I don't. It's a space symbiotic creature. We already have space established in the Marvel Universe. So to have something like, let's say, Guardians of the Galaxy, or the Collector even, has something like a symbiote in the collection where they broke all this stuff, it could have got attached to the ship a long time ago and it's just been sitting on it. And when Guardians come to Earth, that symbiote climbs off of the ship. There's so many ways they can introduce the symbiote. In a lot of, even in the cartoon series, the symbiote, they visit Clintar, like where the symbiotes are from. So it's already like an established thread that they could pull in if they wanted to. They really wanted to. But that's the recasting that Spider-Man 3 deserves, because it could have been the perfect superhero trilogy next to like Dark Knight.
Yeah,
it really could have. It could have been very close. Could have been very close. Because Spider-Man 1 was good. Spider-Man
1 was great. Spider-Man 2 is still arguably one of the best.
Yeah. I mean, Doc Ock's portrayal, up until the very end where he turns good, I didn't like that turn at all. But up until that point, it was very solid.
Spoilers.
Oh, well, sorry. I didn't like the fact that his arms controlled him. I thought that was very weird.
I thought it was a good way to start it out, to make him go mad in the first place. And then you could have brought him back in if you would have kept going later on with him being in control. But
yeah. But that being said, that's my say. That's my take too.
I like taking Sandman out, and I like introducing Carnage.
Very much.
Yeah. Kudos.
Deserves it.
Fund it.
Thank you. Make it.
Fund it.
Make it a movie studio.
All right, Rob, did you pick one?
Nope.
Ah. Well, we do have a submission. You want to go to Matt's take two?
Sure thing.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get Matt's out of the way, and then I'm trying to say BC's because I like BC's. No one here Hannah, so okay, Matt's got a good one. Let's take it there.
Hey guys, I am Matt, and unfortunately I wasn't able to make it to the show tonight, but I know a lot of you are under the assumption that it's because I hate all of you, and that's due to Rob's fault. I don't hate all of you, but he will continue to say that I do. In fact, once this ends, he's going to say I do. But anyway, so I wanted to give you guys my list, or not my list, but my recasting and my reproduction, my take two of one of the worst films of all time, Dragon Ball Evolution. So, before I get started, I would like to say that behind the scenes is Commissioner Jason the X, and also the greatest badass person in the world. I didn't write that on the teleprompter, did you? Okay, he wrote that. Also, he happens to be a Blasian, so he understands a lot of the Asian names I'm about to say, and I'm about to butcher. So, when I say something wrong, he's gonna shoot me with a Nerf gun. So, do we want to test this out? Oh, he missed it, but thank God. Because I didn't say something bad. He knows.
No, I wasn't trying to hit you.
Okay. He wasn't trying.
That was a warning shot.
That was a warning shot. Okay, so, let's get to it. Now, first of all, Dragon Ball Evolution. We already talked about how much garbage it was. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take off the evolution. Because why? There was no need to have it. It was stupid. And then next, we're going to get rid of all the whitewashing that was in this movie. First of all, Goku, no, you are not a white boy, okay? And we're gonna get away from the whole, like, oh, I'm just a teenager, really upset, not sure how I'm gonna, like, really last in this high school world of mine, teen angst drama. No. We're getting back to the fun. Okay, we're going to go back to the source material where Goku's a carefree kid. Now, obviously, it's kind of hard to cast an actual, like, well-known Asian American kid. So, we're going to go with a younger, more established guy that is in his teens, but can still act way better than the other guy that we're not going to talk about his name. So, the guy that will be playing the lead, will be playing Goku, will be none other than Beast Boy himself, Ryan Potter. That's right. Ryan Potter is going to be Goku. That guy is... I actually think he would make a great young Goku. Maybe we recast for Dragon Ball Z. Well, most likely we'll recast. Get somebody a little bit buffer. I don't know who we'll get. But we'll talk about that later. And so Goku, we're going to start off the way Dragon Ball started. Goku is just traveling around the world. And he meets Bulma. And that's when his life changes forever. And Bulma is going to be played by a woman who is actually in Dragon Ball Evolution, Jamie Chung. That's right, we're giving her a second chance. She was Chi-Chi in Evolution, but now she's going to play Bulma. And I think she could play Bulma a lot better than she played Chi-Chi. And speaking of Chi-Chi, they're going to meet her later on. And Chi-Chi is going to be played by none other than, and this is one I'm actually really, really proud of, Scott Pilgrim versus the World's Own Knives, Ellen Wong. Ellen Wong has shown that she is just as crazy and just as brutal as she needs to be to play as Chi-Chi. So we get her to be alongside Goku and Bulma. They eventually meet Yamcha, who plays Ki Hong Lee. It's going to be Ki Hong Lee from Maze Runner. He's going to play as Yamcha. So, oh god, I can see the guy. Ah! Oh, right in the face! Oh! Kyung? This is Ki Hong. Kyung, okay. Kyung Lee. No, I am not going to question that. Ki Young Lee is going to be playing as Yamcha. He was in The Maze Runner, if you guys don't remember. And also, he was in Kimmy Schmidt. So I think he could play a really good Yamcha. At least get that kind of like, what's up, guys? I'm really good at, fighting and stuff. And then Goku shows that he's really not. Then Yamcha is going to introduce them to Master Roshi, which is going to be played by, and I'm about to get shot again, Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa. Ah! Okay, it was in the chest. Wasn't as hurtful this time as the last one. He is from The Man in the High Castle. So he is an older Japanese gentleman that I feel like could pull off Master Roshi pretty well. Now, the whole buff part where Master Roshi gets really like jacked, I don't think we need to have that part so much. Just have him be that old pervert that we all know and love that teaches Goku and Krillin how to do the Kamehameha. Speaking of Krillin, he's going to be in this movie. And Krillin will be played by Justin Chong from Twilight. And I think I said that. Judges? Yeah, he said it right. Yes! Okay, so Krillin's going to be in this movie. What we're going to do now is we're going to follow the Emperor Pilaf saga. That means we're going to have the tournament, and we're going to have all of that. We're going to get back to the original source material, and Emperor Pilaf is going to be played by that weird guy from Dirk Gently and Supernatural, Osric Chow. Osric? Osric Chow.
I don't know him. So
You don't know him?
I'm actually good on that. I'll give you that.
Osric Chow. Alright, so Osric Chow is going to be playing as Emperor Pilaf, and I just think that he has that weird face enough to pull it off. You just kind of paint some blue on him, and you just stick him in a chair, and just gets crazy. I think that we could pull that off. Now, the way I see this going is the entire first movie is going to be just about the Emperor Pilaf saga. But toward the second half, we're going to get introduced to Piccolo. And Piccolo is going to be played by the Black Power Ranger. It was the Black Power Ranger, right? God, I have not seen this movie. Oh, God. Ludi Lin? Luddy Lin? Luddy?
It was Ludi, actually.
Oh, I second guessed. I deserve a shot.
Okay.
Ah, right in the same place as before.
I know.
Damn, you have good shot. You have great aim.
Thank you.
That was amazing. Have a round of applause for that. So, yeah, Ludi Lin is going to be playing as Piccolo. So Piccolo, the way I see it, is Piccolo is going to be in this tournament. Maybe kind of as a deal where he's just trying to get to know, like, if there's any sort of competition that will stop him from taking over the world. And toward the end of the movie, so we'll have, you know, Goku wins everything. Everything like the main source material was with the Emperor Pilaf saga. But at the end, it's going to be a deal where Krillin, I guess, approaches Piccolo and Piccolo kills Krillin. And that's how it's going to end, with Piccolo destroying Krillin, and then you've got Goku freaking out like, oh my god, my world's all destroyed, because by then we will have grown with Goku and Krillin. Krillin would have redeemed himself. He would have been the guy that you all love, and now he's dead, and you're like, oh my god, what's going to happen in the second one? And then the second one is going to follow the Piccolo saga, where Goku fights Piccolo and all that stuff, and then ultimately kills Piccolo, and then Piccolo just, you know, I guess respawns himself to the Piccolo we all know and love in the DBZ saga. And that's whenever we're finally going to introduce the dragon. All right, and then he's going to bring back Krillin and all the other people that Piccolo killed, and then third movie, it's just going to be called Z. And we start Dragon Ball Z, we recast Goku, and we get this show on the road, okay? So, yes, that is how it's going to work with a brand new Dragon Ball movie. Guys, what do you guys think is going to be the next one? I can't wait to hear it on SCNS. And just for you guys at home, tell us what you think by tweeting us at SCNS Live, all right? Or just putting in the comment section. And I'm not just saying, like, give us a name or anything like that, but, like, actually give us a plot. Give us a reboot. Cast certain people, okay? So, yeah. But back to you guys at home.
Shameless?
Man, that guy just hates the audience. I cannot believe how much he doesn't care about y'all.
He is
Like,
such an asshole.
I shot him one more time
Lord.
too.
He doesn't. Look, for someone who's like the people's champ, he never really shows up. I mean, I'm a champion and I'm still here. Like, come on. God.
It's harsh. It's harsh
Put
words.
work into this, okay?
Shots
It's harsh words.
fired.
That's work. Okay, mine I don't think is so great because I picked just a movie that's, you know, kind of, it's a property that's near to me. So I want to recast and replot Speed Racer. Speed Racer was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. I know it was cheesy. And everybody talked like this and everybody mouth moved. Yes, it made no sense, okay? The dubbing was horrible. But in Japan, it was Mach Go Go Go.
Yes.
Yes, so...
And the theme in Japanese is slightly more irritating than the American one.
Go
So
Speed
it's a
Racer.
small cast that I will use because the rest is just filler. I don't care. They're just people. Put them in a car. They're like wacky racers to me. I don't really care about these people. So because I love Power Rangers so much, I'm going to cast Yoshi and Peter Sudarsu as Speed Racer and Racer X. Well, his older brother. Yoshi will be Racer X because he is the older brother. I think it will work on that. I'm going to start my movie with Racer X blowing up in a crash. Hold on. I want it to be a little bit more tragic. I want the family to be taken at the pit crew. And Speed's left. Speed would be adopted by Pops Racer. It doesn't have to be, he just call him Pops. You don't have to call him Pops Racer. I want Kurt Russell for Pops Racer.
Oh, shit. Of course you
yes.
would.
Because he would look good in a mustache is why.
Of course you wouldn't.
And he has that sarcasm, who also maybe was part of the pit crew and raises Speed. And, you know, none of this whole, oh, I don't want you to be a racer because your brother, he died. I want him to be pushing him to be a racer. Like, that's what he wants to do. He tells him, and Kurt Russell's like, okay, let's get started. And then cut ahead a couple years. Speed is coming up. At this point, you need to have the techie aspect of it. You need the Mach 5. I'd say let's start with the Mach 4. You know, it's getting there, but you need somebody behind that, and you need a Sparky. I want Ezra Miller for Sparky.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I think Ezra Miller would be that kind of wacky, kind of genius guy. Yes, I know he's in Flash, and he's going to be Flash. Mm-hmm. I think he would be perfect for Sparky. I didn't cast the kid because I really don't care about the kid and the monkey. I don't. Just find me a random cute actor to be at every race or something, and with maybe a robot monkey. Because,
one of the kids from Stranger Things.
And at least have one part where they try to get in the trunk and somebody goes, "Are you out of your damn mind? Get out of that trunk!" And they never get in the trunk because kids do not get in the trunk of cars. This would be a bad thing. Just don't.
Sure.
There.
Right.
Message. Don't get in the trunk of hot
Message.
cars. For Trixie, I picked a random because I've already cast 2 Indonesian actors, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick another Indonesian girl. She played Yuki in Transformers Prime. She was the voice. You've probably seen her in a couple commercials, but her name is Tania Gunadi. I dare you look up the picture of her. She is adorable and cute. She will be perfect to play Trixie. That sassy, maybe make her like a race reporter. Like she's on the track interviewing the racers. And I think she's got the sass and attitude to play the character and give it some life. And maybe even some comic relief. And yes, some maybe... comments about speed. Now, here's my thing. I'm going to keep the movie about effing racing. Mostly.
Really? Why?
Mostly because it is a race thing. But I'm going to make it ridiculous where I want the cars...
So Fast and Furious.
No, I
Meets Talladega Nights.
No, I want the cars to have the giant saw blades and everything.
Oh, so like the wacky races thing with like Penelope Pit Stop.
Racer. And with the 4 pistons that jump cars over, maybe put some rules where they can only use it like so many times during a race or something. Like, racing evolved, if you would.
You're going to have to set that world up really well.
So, where I introduce Racer X is maybe somebody tries to start getting at speed. Maybe they're kind of getting to some racers, getting them to throw races or whatever. And you need an evil organization. That's where you can bring in Racer X as maybe like an agent, like some type of law enforcement agent, who comes in and finds out, oh, crap, my brother's here. I don't want him racing. This is where the conflict comes in. Oh, no, after what happened to me, I don't want him racing. And that's where you can have him kind of, running him off the track or whatever, trying to keep him out of the race. And at some point, don't reveal this movie who it is. Just, we'll drop little hints or whatever, but Racer X will not be revealed in this movie. I mean, we'll know as the audience, but Speed should not know.
That's funny that his way to get him to stop racing is by killing him.
No, I mean...
He'll bump him off the track at 1,000 miles an hour.
Well, he would have known all the tricks and everything. Maybe he this is a pass that, my brother would do, and I'll try it. And as he goes to do it, he's already there, no. And just, keep pushing him off. Well, this is where we can wreck the Mach 4 as well. Eventually the Mach 4 is just wrecked, and then, I got that prototype, the Mach 5.
My suggestion would be you start at Mach 1 during the training montage, or where they're starting to make a car and it's Mach 1. And it's like a box car. And they're driving around, that fails, and they make a Mach 2, and you get all the way to Mach 4. That's the one that actually
also could be an angle for maybe Sparky being Pop's racer son instead.
Okay.
And he's just a techie guy, and he keeps thinking up all kinds of crazy things to put on cars, and Pops is like, seriously, we're just racers, okay? We're not going to put... Is this a giant saw blade? Totally make fun of everything that he makes up.
Well, that would make sense, though, if they started from Mach 1, and then they kept finding,
start as if he
they fail at something, it was like, there's saw blades. Maybe I should put in a springboard, and then they make a Mach 2 with a springboard.
What about giant pistons that will make the car jump? And somebody just goes, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then actually have it at some point. So, that's my casting for the movie. I'm going to keep it simple. It's going to be a racing film. Most of it's going to be action. It's going to be, more Days of Thunder, okay? Lots of racing action. This is where I think that's where it should stay.
Cool. It's going to do great in China.
Easy. Yeah. Don't make me say horrible things. Horrible things. All right. Now, yours, I am not too familiar with.
Yeah, not many people are, unfortunately. So if you are... say so in the comments so that I can love you forever. So there was a movie that came out a few years ago, a little ditty called The Vampire's Assistant, which was based off one of my absolute favorite book series when I was in high school. And that movie was a piece of shit. So...
Vampire's Assistant.
The Vampire's Assistant.
Was that
It sounds familiar.
Nicolas Cage? No, that was the...
John C. Reilly was in it.
Yeah,
That's right, okay.
John C. Reilly was one of the main characters. He didn't do a bad job, actually. But
oh wait, was it a kid? It's a kid in high school, and there's rolling carnival type thing.
Yeah, they aged him up, and they really. I'm surprised, but no, they really screwed up that story. So we're gonna recast it and redo it the right way. By the big thing is not giving away the big spoiler for the end of the series in the first movie. I mean, because they wanted this to be a franchise. But let's start with the casting. For your main character, Darren Shan, I chose Finn Wolfhard.
Stranger Things, too?
Yep, Stranger Things.
Okay.
I mean, we did just see him. He's great.
Yeah, he's a great kid. I think he would do really well with this. It seems to be kind of the typecast genre he's gotten himself into, because it's horror with a little bit of funny. It is vampires for kids, I mean. But he would work really well, because the kids are supposed to be around that age, which makes it fun. And and he could grow with the series. To play his best friend Steve, I picked Toby Nichols, who was in I about said Chris, not that one. Nicolas Cage.
He was in Nicolas Cage? He was in Nicolas Cage. There's a lot of things going on in Hollywood right now that we need to speak about. Nicolas Cage is now.
Everyone being in Nicolas Cage.
It's got to stop, guys.
I'm sorry.
It has got to end.
Anyway.
I'm going to take his face.
Right, to continue on with the kids, because for my plot, I would focus on the first 2 books instead of the first 3 books, because the 3rd book has way too much information for to be shoved in there. Sam, who befriends Darren, he'd be played by Gaten Matarazzo, who's also from Stranger Things.
So basically, you're just getting all the kids from Stranger Things.
No,
just plucking all these kids out.
Just those 2, because I think those 2 would work really well. And the character that Sam is, he would play to a perfect T. So that takes, that takes care of all the kids. I was going to cast his friend in the circus, but I literally picked a random person. I don't know who they are, so we're just going to skip that. To play the adults, you have Mr. Crepsley, who is the mentor. I picked Ian McShane. Because Ian is Ian McShane. I mean, I shouldn't have to explain that. He's just fantastic. I think he'd be really good to play a grumpy old vampire. Perfect to play a grumpy old vampire.
I think he is a grumpy old vampire.
He could be. So perfect casting right there. I did keep Mr. Tall's casting, Ken Watanabe, because I thought he did really well, and I like Ken Watanabe, so
let them fight.
I think he would still work very well for that role. For Mr. Des Teeny, I picked Syrian, and I'm gonna try and pronounce her name right. Syrian Birmingham from Game of Thrones. I'm not sure who he played.
Mord.
Which one?
He was Mord.
Mord.
I don't know.
Basically, from his actor photos, from his actor photos, he looks like a jolly, happy, rotund man. But from what you were telling me, the character he played was conniving, and sneaky, which is perfect for Des Teeny because he is a manipulative little
weasel.
Yeah, I don't.
And not a good Bobby the Brain weasel.
No. And he looks like he could also play he could also add a bit of creep factor because Teeny is supposed to be really creepy too. Like he's supposed to be uncomfortable just in general because he knows things that you don't, and I don't like that. And then finally, the villain for the second book, who actually becomes a major player, his character name is RV because it's a nickname of Reggie Veggie because he is a vegetarian hippie dude. No. Just a vegetarian hippie dude that thinks it's a good idea to let werewolves out of cages. He's an idiot.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking dumb.
A hungry one, by the way. I picked, and this was with the help of Rob, DJ Qualls.
The new guy!
I looked at his pictures and I'm like, oh yeah, just give him long hair and he's perfect because he is tall, he is a beanpole, and he's creepy. And RV is creepy. So uncomfortable. I don't like him. But yeah, that would be my casting. The story would literally be basically take the first story and you just kind of condense it, the first book of how Darren became a vampire and how he joined the Cirque du Freak. And then the second book would be where most of the plot came from, with him, having to accept that it's going to be really difficult for him to have human friends in this now supernatural world that he's been thrust into because bad things happen. Bad things really happen. And it also kind of forces him into the vampire lifestyle that he's been trying to ignore for the first 2 books. That's all I got. And then the second movie, because we would totally have this as a series, would literally just be the third book, because so much important stuff happens for the rest of the series that it's going to be really hard for you to cut things out.
Don't you be assuming you're gonna get 3 movies? You might pull Aragon.
No, this would be a second movie, not a third, a second movie.
Oh. Okay.
And then maybe not ruin my favorite character this time, please, Universal. You don't get the rights this time. Okay. Before I go down the bitter road, BC, why don't you go?
Oh, this one.
All right, so I didn't pick a bad movie. I actually picked a good movie to remake.
Can I disavow you before you do this, just in case?
Yeah.
We disavow BC and his opinion.
Yeah, and I get it. I understand. Everyone should be mad at me for this because everyone hates remakes. I get it. I understand. But that's part of the fun in recasting an old movie. That's still fun to make and could be updated. And I changed the story up a little bit because a lot of it wouldn't work in today's society. What I'm redoing is Trading Places. The classic Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy film.
Eddie Murphy! Mm-hmm. Fuck you!
No, shut up. I gotta hear this one.
Now, we will have a cameo role for Eddie Murphy if he wants it. But we know that Eddie doesn't like really doing much these days. So if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to. And we do have roles for 2 of the other stars. Okay. So, now the film's a little different. It's not taking place on Wall Street, nothing like that. What it is Lewis has created an app that is a lot like Tinder. And it has blown up, and these Duke siblings, they're siblings because it can be brother and sister rather than brother and brother, have their company. They own this big company, it's a phone company, something. They bought the app and they distribute it out. And they make a bet that just because the app is so famous, that anybody could run the programs for it. Now, Lewis's friend Coleman, who was his butler in the original movie, is just his buddy, who actually is the brains behind the app. But the Dukes don't know that. They just think Lewis, who's the face of it, is the guy because he's the one that's getting out there, getting all the girls and all that off this app. Okay. So they make the bet that anyone could do it. So they end up framing him, getting him locked out of his house. He loses his fiancée. He gets thrown on the street, and they find this other guy who was getting arrested on the street. And they ended up putting same basic principle of he comes in, and the thing keeps going, it keeps working. And now Billy figures out this, and they go through and they do the whole way of turning it back on the Dukes. So it's still the same basic principle, but there's a lot of differences to update it and make it work a little more today.
Oh, I love the first comment from the chat from Devin Pike. You son of a bitch.
I know. And he's probably not going to like a lot of my casting either. But now, it was very easy for me to go take Lewis and just do the normal who's a popular white kid today and Kevin Hart for Billy Ray.
Oh, God.
But I completely switched it up.
Thank you.
All right? Instead of the white guy being the guy that made the app, it is a Latin American. And it's Luis, not Lewis.
Okay.
And he's being played by Oscar Isaac.
Yes!
Because I think if you look at The Force Awakens, Oscar Isaac has great comedic timing, and I think he really could work that role very well.
Well, damn.
Yeah. Now, the street smart bum that ends up, Billy, who ends up getting in the role, is Zac Efron. Because I think you put him in, he's still the face of this Tinder app, and it still works
Isaac
out.
And Zac Efron.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's still not a very expensive cast. You're still doing all right. Now, Oscar's a little bit of money, but Zac Efron's not that much money because his movies don't really hit too much.
I hate Zac Efron, but continue.
Now, the Duke siblings, since I changed it from 2 brothers to brother and sister, are going to be our returning roles. You got Dan Aykroyd playing one of them, and Jamie Lee Curtis playing the sister.
Yes!
Nice. Two casters.
I think they would have a lot of fun in those roles. Coleman, what was be butler but now friend to Lewis, is being played by McLovin. He's the brains behind the app.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Ophelia, who we're probably going to change her name to something more updated, but she was the stripper that Jamie Lee Curtis played. Now, she's not necessarily a stripper in this one. She's probably like a bartender at some grimy bar or something like that. But she's being played by Emma Stone.
Oh, no. Put Emma Stone in a Hooters. Just because I want the eye rolls and everything. I'm sorry.
It's something like that. It could work. Now, Lewis's fiance that ends up leaving him as soon as he gets the money is going to be played by the love of my life, Alexandra Daddario. Because she has a nice small role, nothing big, but she's just going to show up
and you
do
just
want to
put her in a movie.
And I want to put her in a movie.
Megan Fox.
Yeah. Now the guy that the Dukes hired to come after and take out Lewis and Billy, the guy who gets messed up with the gorilla costume stuff, which is all going to change. We might have some kind of throwback with an image of the gorilla or something like that. He's going to be played by the Blue Ranger from the Power Rangers, R.J. Cyler, because he's kind of bumbling and fun, and we can really make a fun little gimmick out of it. Now the
Kyler, sorry.
Is it Kyler?
Yeah, they corrected me too.
Oh, okay. No, there we go. Now the romantic rival for Lewis, the guy who ends up like kind of trying to take Penelope from him, his name is Todd. He's gonna be played by Dave Franco, because if you have Zac Efron, you can get Dave Franco for pretty cheap. And then, of course, at the New Year's Eve party where we had John Belushi in a role, we're gonna have Jim Belushi be in that cameo there instead. So now I did this on very quickly. I just put together as much as I could, so the plot's not all there, but I have a basic principle of it there. And so I think Zac Efron and Oscar Isaac could make for some great comedic scenes. So
not bad at all.
It was Jim Belushi at the end. It wasn't John.
Huh?
It was Jim.
Was it Jim Belushi in there? Oh, I thought it was John. I thought it was John in there.
Nope.
Well, then Jim can play it again.
I like it. Wow, you got some hate in the chat for that one, but hey.
It's all from heaven, isn't it?
On which one? On the Facebook?
Yeah.
It's not showing up on here.
Yeah, it was our buddy Devin, who of course don't like you anyway.
That's because Devin can't admit it's actually good.
Oh, wow. Shots fired. I thought y'all were friends. Anyway.
Also, Devin, thank you for agreeing with me that movie was an abomination.
I'm surprised so many people knew that movie. I have not seen this one.
I remember the trailer. That's all I remember.
Watching it.
The trailer was better than the movie.
I'm not
so, honestly, I would love to do this again and expand it. Like I said, maybe multi-cameras.
Yeah, because we came up with an idea like yesterday.
A more comfortable setting, and we'll pick it, and then we'll go and we'll pitch it, and more organic. I'd like to do this again sometime. Maybe something that we do during our upcoming break, which we will be taking a break after Thanksgiving until after.
So we have 2 more episodes, right?
2 more episodes.
And actually, that's 1 in the clip show?
Yeah, there's going to be a clip show.
Okay.
So y'all need to start getting that stuff together.
Yeah, I haven't thought
As they say at home, we get this show on the road. I love the Adventure Zone. Sorry. Anyway.
I got him into it. I'm so proud.
So that has been our show, but we're not done yet. Actually, we still wanted to take a moment. Our buddy Devin, he's a good friend of ours. He could use a bit of help because he's selling some T-shirts for a worthy cause, and that worthy cause is him. So right now, if you want one of the T-shirts, you can go over. Rob, do you have that image up? And get you a Save Devin shirt. They are very stylish. I think we should all get one. Look good, But also, if you would like to just donate to our friend Devin, you can donate over at www.gofundme.com/save-devin. Please go there. Links to that will be in the description below. We would encourage you. I actually made my donation while I was sitting here listening to y'all pitch movies. So I don't have a lot of money. I'm sure everybody else does, but a little something goes
Every little bit helps.
So do that. We're asking you, please. And if you do, we'll give you a shout. If you donate and say it was because we told you to, we'll give you a shout out on the show and our ever-loving thanks for donating to our friend. So thank you very much. Not to end on a downer because we are doing something special this Saturday. I'm pulling all this stuff out of here.
Yep, that's right. On Saturday, starting at 8 a.m. sharp, hopefully.
Yeah, we ain't prompt.
We will be doing Extra Life because that is the day for Extra Life, and we're going to be doing something special. I have written my own D&D campaign. It will be the first one that I've ever written or run, so this will be fun. We will be doing it with Jason here, with Rob, and we've also collaborated with Xander over at Nerdy Notions. He will be joining our little game as well. If you would like to donate to our Extra Life, it is for the children, specifically Cook's children. For the children. The donation links for my page as well as Xander's will be in the description box below. I don't remember the full URL, so I'm not even going to try. But
it'll be there. Click it.
Yep, it'll be there. Click it. And you can also donate during the live stream if you need to wait until after payday. I mean, I completely understand that. But do tune in to our Twitch channel.
our Twitch channel and our YouTube channel. We'll be streaming the games live. We can probably go to Facebook too. Why not?
Yep.
Why not?
We'll be streaming D&D for as long as these boys will let me stream, or until I need to create new content.
Until we just die from exhaustion.
Or die from exhaustion.
Need plenty of coffee. Woo!
That's a tough one.
And I just started sleeping
But,
again.
children are the future.
So anyway, thank you all for joining the show. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/SCNS Live. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at SCNS Live. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JasonTheX.
If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Korodono, Korodono, or you can follow me on Twitter, where I'm not really that active, at HawksPerch.
You can find me at...
You get to know I'm not the only one screwing up.
Wow!
I'm sorry. I just thought it would be funny to do that. You can find me at...
Brain fart is what that was.
You can find me at LA_IZ_GFC on Instagram or Twitter. And you can also find me every Friday, most of the time, over at Nirvana Spirits, hosting, or co-hosting, I guess, when some of these other people show up. WTF with the Force Podcast Live, where we talk about Star Wars news and briefings.
Aren't you a part of something big tomorrow?
I was going to let you do it.
Oh, you're going to let me do it? That's fine. I'll do it because I am the champion. You should let me do it because I am the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Shout out Bret Hart, because I'm the champ. You can't beat me. LLP is going to try to take this belt from me tomorrow night at UGF on Nerdvana at Nerdvana. It ain't going to happen. I'm still going to win. There is a tournament of 8 people vying to take this from me at the next show. He's going to be a part of the tournament. Rob's a part of the tournament. There's a whole bunch of other people that are part of the tournament. It's going down. Make sure you're there. Watch it on the Cinelinks YouTube or Facebook page. Also find me on all social media at RealJackassBC, RealJackAssBC, everywhere, including Stardust, where you get my reviews to television and movies, as well as my podcast, It Is What It Is, on Cinelinks every single Thursday. What up, bitches?
Can you go again? I need to write it down.
I couldn't help but hear a clock ticking. Just sound like a countdown of sorts. Anyway, of course, Rob, where can they find you?
You can find me on Channel Control on Twitter and Channel Control TV on YouTube. And that's about it.
All right.
Channel Control.
And follow Matt at Move the Joystick.
If you want to.
Perverted. He hates
Matt don't like anybody.
Quad C.
Anyway, good luck to all the people that will keep beating into the tournament. Good luck, Double OP. Good luck.
Thanks, Commissioner.
What? Oh, good luck, champ. Good luck.
Damn right.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. And as always, keep on nerding.